New at 11 tonight, you've heard of moose track ice cream. How about deer track ice cream? Dozens of customers at the Route 20 Friendlies in Westfield got dinner and a show tonight. 22 News reporter Julie TREMMEL was there within minutes of a deer sighting right in the middle of the restaurant. Julie, what happened?
What a night for staff here at the Friendlies. Usually this Friendlies closes at 11 p.m., but tonight a few waitresses had to stick around to wait for a construction team to come in and cover the gap in that window. When everyone heard the crash, just about everyone thought a car had driven through the front window of the Friendlies, but it was no vehicle that did all this damage. It was a deer running scared and right through the ice cream takeout window. When it was all over, a window was smashed, there was blood on the ground, and customers were running scared. But it wasn't a crime scene. A deer busted right through the front window near the Friendlies takeout counter in Westfield, leaving a hoof print on the wall and causing quite a commotion.
I look over and a small dog almost ran me over. Went back into our service line. You see customers flying up. Then they came back through where all the customers are, and you see waitresses and customers jumping on booths.
And perhaps this unexpected deer drop-in couldn't have happened at a busier time on a beautiful Friday night in Westfield with dozens of families eating dinner. The Kings of Southwick were stunned, including 4-year-old Zachary, who didn't know what to make of it.
It was a deer that jumped up on there and broke the window, and then blood. He jumped in and then he jumped out.
It was funny, but I was nervous. I think my heart was racing because I've never quite seen a deer in Friendlies before.
But it wasn't just Friendlies customers who got a good scare. Some drivers had a deer encounter too.
The light was red, and it sounded like a brick hit my car. And then the woman next to me thought I hit the deer, but I didn't. She jumped over my car, and I have 2 little hoof marks in the top of the roof.
And that's not all. There was dirt, a small dent from the impact, and fur all over KATELYN's Jeep. And it was right after that when the deer made a beeline for the Friendlies.
Not a typical Friendlies night.
Now, if you were wondering how the deer got out, one of these Friendlies workers threw an industrial carpet over the deer, and then it ushered it out the door, because you can imagine a deer doesn't really know the way out. That deer was last seen running just in front of me down the parking lot, and yes, it was injured and bleeding. So if you do see this deer, you're asked to call your local animal control. Live here at the deer-laden Friendlies, Julie TREMMEL, 22 News.